Hey guys, Matt with Tier 1. Just doing a little bit of full manual valve body testing today. This is what we do on every full manual before we finalize it and send it out the door. Just want to take you through a little bit of what we check when we look at these. So here we have the dyno fired up. When we get it fired up, we're going to set it to a certain RPM, and then we're going to start going through some of the gears to make sure the pressures are consistent and not bouncy and all over the place. So as you can see, this full manual that we're setting up, we like to set all of our full manuals up to 200 PSI. Right there, we're right at 200 PSI, which is what we want. Turn on lockup. Lockup, you can see, is at 200 PSI as well too. Switch lockup off, should still stay at 200. We'll switch lockup on to make sure it's at the correct pressures. Transmission's now in lockup. You can see it's also at 200 PSI, which is what we want to see across the board. Now we're going to slow down our speed a little bit, and then we're going to check the trans brake. This is going to be a full manual trans brake valve body. You can see the trans brake kicks on by the fact that the output goes to 0, and we can cycle this on and off in whatever time increments we need to get the desired effect. And here we go, we'll start in first gear. And this is basically all that's happening when you're bumping your shifter forward, is you're moving the rooster comb. So this is first, you have second, and then you have third, and you can see that the output speed goes up as you shift it through the gears. All right, so we just pulled our full manual valve body off the dyno. So some of the options that we offer with these are overdrive applied in first through third. So that means in first gear, second gear, you can have overdrive on, which gives you a different gear ratio. And essentially you can make this a 3-speed if that's what you want to do. And that's just what comes on every full manual valve body and every full manual valve body trans brake. Second on these is we can do first through fourth lockup. And that includes upshifting and downshifting with every valve body that we do. Now, whenever you call in and you get one of these valve bodies, you have to choose if you want it to be first gear lockup, because generally we don't do that, but as long as you understand that you can break an input shaft or damage the planets, then we can do it for you. Usually on all of our stuff though, we just do second through fourth gear lockup on these valve bodies though. So the second option we can offer on these as well too is the trans brake. This works with first gear whether overdrive is on or off. And you can use a Davis Technologies relay, or you can use like a bump box to set this up for however you need it to work for your application. And that's offered with all of our full manual valve bodies as well too. This valve body really is designed around the racers, and for anybody wanting to race their diesel truck or gas truck, depending on whatever you're doing with your application. This valve body was built specifically for Kenny Bruner at Capital Diesel Performance, so we'll get that sent out to him and see how he likes it. It's really designed for basically the racer in mind, but it can be built for any application, whether that's daily or full-on race truck. It offers first through fourth lockup. It also offers overdrive applied in first and second, and obviously third. And then you can add a trans brake to this as well too. And like I said, this is for anybody who wants to have full manual application. You just have to let us know, do you want it to be for a fiberglass race truck, or are you just looking for your normal street truck daily driver?